While President Obama is holding his rally in the Northern Mall area right behind us here, another major event is happening at the University of Minnesota. The University of Minnesota is also hosting Penn State in football, just 2 blocks away at TCF Bank Stadium. The Somali Student Association at the University of Minnesota is not the only organization in the Twin Cities area that helps the Somali community. The Gophers men's hockey team hit a bump in the road this week. Sophomore winger Zach Budish is out indefinitely after a moped accident. Speculation is that he tore his ACL. He has 6 points so far this season, and his injury will leave a huge gap on the second line. Since the 1987 World Series, every time the Twins have made the playoffs, the Star Tribune and the Minnesota Twins have made a Homer hanky. And this year's edition comes in blue and red. It's an old age saying that when you're given lemons, make lemonade. University Report's Dana Thayer shows us about one woman who created a lot of good out of a sour situation. And Kelly, what is the difference between the book version of Quidditch and the real-life Muggle version of Quidditch?
Well, in the book...
As Twins fans take a look at their new home, there is one overwhelming feeling.
I like it a lot.
They moved into their space in March, where Bella Notte used to be, making stops along the way, such as West Bank and Kaufman Union. Until recently, the university had not been on board with the idea. Applebee's has also tried to drive in Twins fans before the game, offering $5 off their next purchase at the Blocky Applebee's. It would paint a different picture for the Somali community. But come 2014, the light rail station will be on campus, making life easier for students like Summer.
Change has come to America.
President Obama will speak in front of thousands on Saturday, and some students believe that this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
It's kind of one of those things that 20 years down the road I want to tell my kids I went to and I saw Obama in person.
Although getting to the rally might be difficult. While President Obama is holding his rally in the Northern Mall area right behind us here, another major event is happening at the University of Minnesota. The University of Minnesota is also hosting Penn State in football, just 2 blocks away at TCF Bank Stadium. The Gophers game is scheduled for 11 a.m., while Obama's rally is at 1 p.m. With the increased amount of people on campus for both events, the university has their work cut out for them.
You want to be able to put on your best face for a national audience. It's required many more additional meetings.
The U will close all the buildings in the mall area for 12 hours during the Obama event. People attending the event must enter through the Washington Avenue pedestrian bridges, where they will be checked, much like they would at an airport.
You have to have an orderly transition from the non-secured area to the secured mall area.
The university will also shut down the areas between the buildings in the mall area, with fencing similar to this.
Down here is just going to be crazy. I don't think there's going to be parking.
For those not attending either event, the U has a request. Don't drive on or near campus on Saturday. You only add to the congestion. Saturday may be a hassle, but after all, it's the president.
Again, it's the president of the United States, and you do whatever you need to do to accommodate.
Adam Sallet, University Report. Many of the U's 50,000 students use public transportation to get to campus, like freshman student Kavita Ragabur, who has a shorter commute than some.
It's between 15 to 20 minutes, because I live in South Minneapolis, so I take the light rail and the bus.
However, taking the campus buses are a bit more of a hassle.
It's always packed in front of Kaufman at like 3 o'clock. You do not want to get on the bus, because it's like bus after bus. Everybody's always kind of cramped on the bus.
Since classes have started, the campus buses are running slower than usual.
We did have a lot of construction on campus. The buses on Washington Avenue have been running a little slower than usual, just due to the increased amount of traffic and congestion.
That congestion will soon increase because of another major construction project. Come 2014, a light rail line will run right down Washington Avenue. This will cause cars and buses to be rerouted while construction is underway. Although heavy construction does not start until later this fall, the Parking and Transportation Services Department on campus is already planning for the light rail.
We do have a committee that is meeting regularly, going through plans, new routes, new bus stops, how everything is going to iron out once light rail comes to campus.
Having the light rail on campus will affect some students' commuting schedules.
I would kind of want the same amount of time between, like if I get off the train, have the bus be right there waiting. I wouldn't want to wait like another 10-15 minutes just because I was stuck in traffic. So I wouldn't like it if it was diverted.
But for now, waiting for the bus is hard enough. Adam Sallet, University Report. In 1987, the Minnesota Twins made their first World Series appearance since they moved to the Metrodome. And to ring in their first postseason run in the Dome, the Star Tribune came up with a marketing idea.
The promotion director, Terry Robbins, she was looking for a promotion tactic that would cause, an in-stadium tactic that would just cause a blizzard effect. And all of those white hankies waving, perfect.
The Homer Hankies have stayed and have been a part of Twins playoff runs.
I like it. I like the multicolor. It's a great design.
This year's hanky design was done by the Creative Arts Department at the Star Tribune. The newspaper decided to use the blue and the red colors this year because it became cheaper to print two colors. Previous years' hankies had mostly just the red color. Jane Messenger has worked for the Star Tribune since 1996 and has been in charge of the Homer Hankies since then.
It has been a coveted assignment over the years. And in previous years, we had a couple of art directors that were rabid Twins fans, and they would compete with each other to get the assignment. Loved it.
This year, Jane and her team worked from late August to come up with the design and send it to the Twins for their approval. This year's hanky is on sale and will definitely be part of the playoffs. And for some fans, the Homer Hanky is not just for the playoffs.
I'm actually decorating our baby's room with some Homer Hankies. I'll be framing them. I have about 7 of them right now, so we'll be framing them and putting them up so he's a Twins fan without a choice right now.
And maybe the magic the Homer Hankies gave the Twins in 1987 will carry over to the new ballpark. Adam Sallet, University Report.